get one page now here. Today we'll do the unboxing and first impression of this HyperX Cloud Alpha S headsets. Now these are wire headsets and they are marketed to the gaming sector. I am personally not a gamer. I did purchase these personally and they're actually not really for me to play games with. They're actually for my video editing. Now it's just to actually replace my previous headsets and I'll show them to you anyway. So I've actually had a bit of audio. Other things I do use audio for, of course, for video editing is my main reason I'm actually upgrading these ones here. And previous ones I was using previous was these nice little cheap ones. They're Creative Fatality. I've had them for probably about 6 years or so. I've had them for a very long time. They're not great. I think they end up costing me about $100 in Australian when I first purchased them. They did all right. They were gaming sets. I know one thing I don't like about gaming headsets is you never get to try them out because in here locally in Australia, the stores, they don't actually have demo units out. So you really pretty much just purchase them and go by reviews, which is what I did to actually find this product here. So I'm just going to give these quite a bit of an upgrade while I'm at it because I found I'm actually now starting to do more videos than actually my photography. So I thought I might just have invest in a little bit more better to actually hear what the actual sound of it originally anyway. So these are very much just died. I can't really use them. What I do like about these wire headsets here for the gaming ones is they got a very long cord, which is great straight to your computer there anyway. I have other headsets here, which I've used as well previously. So these are my Parrot Zig 2.0s, and these were great headsets. They are wireless, but I actually use them cord more than actually wireless itself. And unfortunately, over the years, these have very big problems with them, and that's these ones here. The actual lever likes to actually come off. The glue they use is really bad. So these are actually my I think I'm counting up to, because I've actually got 2 pairs of these ones here. I've got a black one and a white one. I've left the black ones at work. But these ones here, I've had to replace both of them. Both of them 3 times too. So that's 6 in total actually replaced. And it's because the actual glue comes off and the vinyl, supposedly fake leather, I call it vinyl A, they actually come off. So it's really annoying, and I had replaced my other previous black ones here, but their ones were really good, but unfortunately they had the problem where you're starting to see over time. I've actually got all this fluff over here now. Jeez, but you see all these things starts degrading over a period of time. I've just had them for about, I think I've had them for about 6 years as well too. So they did a very time, and the batteries are still running very strong. I think these only had running time of about 2 hours there for the battery, so it's still good anyway. But those ones I've pretty much, I don't want all the stuff, and people think I've actually got hair dandruff because all this leather's actually coming out of it anyway. So yeah. Now the other reason why, sorry I'm taking a little bit long to explain this before I do the unboxing, but also one of the reasons why I don't use wireless headsets for my video editing is mostly to do with latency. Now I do have these Apple Pods here, AirPods, sorry, that I actually use mostly for my mobile phone. I did pair them up to the computer. Again, they were great, but you do get a lot of latency between your feedback of the audio and the video track when you're playing, and it's about a second delay. Normally if you're playing music, that's fine. And if playing games, it's usually all right as well too, I think. It's probably better latency would be better, but most of the time, that 1 second is a really annoying gap when you're doing video editing. That's why I'm actually looking for wire headsets as well. Now, I thought it was just with AirPods, so I went and got another wireless headphones. And these ones here are the Bose free sport ones. And these, truthfully, these aren't that great. I was thinking about probably making a video about them, but they got great sound. But I wouldn't really recommend these ones anyway. But anyway, that's just a spoiler alert if I do create a video about it anyway. But anyway, so that's the reason why I actually do like wire headsets for video editing. Unfortunately, a lot of the music ones over here are very expensive. And so that's why you have to really look into the gaming sector, because at least they bring down the price of the headsets. And these days, these gaming headsets have actually brought up their quality of sounds quite a bit, so that's kind of good. Anyway, I'm going to go and start doing unboxing, and we'll just show you as we go through anyway. So just got my good old trusty knife here as I do the unboxing. If you previously know, I actually love using this knife here, so let's go through it. I think there's a cut down there. That's only one cut I need to roll. Chuck the knife back in. Got to make it safe for the kids and myself as well. And I think I'll just do a push here. That's the easy way to push. So I actually going to this blind again to see what's actually in this place anyway. So let's do the unboxing. Whoa! Okay, so first straight up, some documentation. Meh. And then more documentation. We'll read that later on. All right, first off, I can see definitely a bag here. I know most of the headsets come with bags. Most headsets come with bags. This is quality of the bag's not too bad. Second I see for it, it's quite thin as well. So it's not a leather bag. It's I'll call it fabric, satin fabric bag in a way. So it's nice. Probably going to get me a lot of static. I can feel that already in a way. So, and what's in here? So far I can see there's actually a USB. And some sort of control here, so 7.1. So I take a guess I can do some sort of surround sound. I hear a lot of times that all these headsets trying to fake these 7.1s or whatever. It's just not worth it. They're usually pretty meh. So I usually just think them as stereo, really. And then it's got a bit of a clip, and I can see it's got a 3.5 jack here, which is good for your headphones. So I'll just put this aside. All right, let's continue on. And let's have a look what we've got else here. We've got another plastic here. I'm just going to chuck it in here now. And then we've got the headset itself. These headsets, they're actually quite light, actually. Quite light compared to, well, these are smaller by comparison, and they're quite light. They're actually quite light itself. So that's pretty light. And, well, these are heavy because it's got a battery in it. So definitely quite light. And what I'm always times I've found for a lot of the headsets for gaming is the actual ear cups are actually quite small, and that's why I like to actually test them out. Unfortunately, a lot of these ones I can't test them out, so I'm going to try them out now anyway, just to see how they go, because this is my first time trying them out. Let's see how they go. Oh yeah, they definitely got, I can definitely feel it's actually metal here too as well too, so that's nice. Don't know about this cord here. They've got this dangly cord here. It'd be nice if they just hide that cord, because I can see myself accidentally looping that, and no, that's pretty stuck in there. It's just, no, there's no give for that, but definitely something I'm not liking, the little cord here. But hey, they could have just made it a little bit more less exposed, or make it run along the headphone line or the band. It'd be nice, but definitely. At least the good thing is it actually cups my ears, which is quite nice, and they're quite light. They do move a bit, so they're not like a big clamping force there, so I can feel there's a bit of a movement there, but they still would probably stay. I don't know if I would use them if you do use them as a music or take them out. I don't know if you'll be jogging with them. I definitely don't see them very good for jogging because they can kind of come off. For walking and stuff like that, yeah, they'll do fine. And I can hear the closed sort of feel to it as well too there. So it's not completely closed, so there is no crazy passive noise cancelling there, or close, what do you really call it? But yeah, they're not too bad at all, and I can definitely see it's got a nice build quality to it. Definitely feels nice. We'll see how long it lasts us for anyway. Let's have a look. We've got a big cable now. It's braided cable here, and it's a 3.5 jack here, which is great. It's what I'm really looking forward to anyway, and we'll try that out. Yeah, overall I quite like the thing. It's got a bit of deep. My ears aren't fully touching the driver there, pad thing, so that's nice to see, and they're quite cushiony there as well too, and same with the top there as well too. Overall, it feels like a very nice build quality for these ones here, so that's not too bad. What else is actually in this bag here? So we've got a microphone here, which you can unplug and unplug. So I'm not new to that. Oh, look, there's some buttons here as well too. I wonder what those ones do. We'll find out. It actually just gives you holes or something like that, but we'll find out what they do when I turn them on away. But yeah, we've got our pluggable headphone things, and it's pretty flexible, I have to say. I very rarely use this. I know this is being used for gaming, but for myself, for video editing or even just recording, I've only ever used the headphones and the microphone, this one here, once for one of my videos, and I found it appalling, and I don't really use it anyway. So I've got other microphones I've got out for my video editing. That's what I use to record. So I rarely would probably never really use this one here. So I can pretty much say I'll just chuck that away. But I know there are other reviews out there talking about the microphone. It sound, when I did listen to them, it was quite clear. It's not too bad there. But for myself, it's a useless little item there. Maybe I'll just send it to someone there. I don't know. But for me, it's a useless item. Anyway, let's continue on. We've got these nice little, I don't know what they call it. Forgot the actual proper name for it. But silicons, they're great. I'll keep a whole box of them, which is nice anyway. The reason why you keep a box of them is because if you ever drop your phone or you just want to dry something very quickly, you have at least box ready for them to go. Don't use rice because those ones actually melt, or not really melt, they just become soggy, and it's just cleaning that up with the item is just nasty anyway. So these are really nice anyway for that. I can see there's other stuff here, so we've got that down here. And ooh, I like this replacement pads, cushion sides. They got cushion ones, so that's really good that that actually comes with these replacement ones. I like that because these ones here, these Zinc 2.0s, I did purchase these replacement ones, and they're really expensive. It actually cost me close to about $70 Australian, and I bought them online from eBay for coming from overseas to actually replace them. I had to do it myself too, so they're actually quite expensive. So it's good to see they actually come with their own ones. I like that. That's a win for me. So definitely, I'm liking that. I'm going to chuck all that back in here, and I'll just move this to the side. And I'm just wondering how long this cord is, because I'm just going to quickly see how long this cord is anyway. So while we're at it, I'm just going to undo these ones here really quickly. I'll undo this. So this one here, oh wow, there's actually two of them. Not saving money, that's all right. That's not too bad. Okay, so you're looking at around about, wait a minute, well, don't I bring a nice little ruler. Here's a 30 centimeter ruler. So you got 1, 2, 3, so looking around about 90 centimeters for this cable here. So this is probably what they say is good for your, if you plug into a phone or something, so you don't have this really long cable there. So that's nice to see. And then if you want to actually plug this directly into here, and then this one can go into your computer, which is what I'll be using it for. I don't know how, hopefully this doesn't actually give you all these equalizer settings, because I don't really like them. Well, I know people would use them. For me as a video editor, I don't really like the equalizer on these things here, so I usually try to disable it and turn it off anyway. But I can definitely see it could be a hassle later on. So we'll find that out. I was hoping this was going to be a 3.5 jack at the end, but it does not look like it's a USB-A there. So overall, we've got another long cable there, which is fantastic. That looks to be about 2 meters there for there. I think it's about 2 meters. I'm just folding in half, and that's about 1 meter each, so it's about 2 meters there. That's good. So overall, I've got nearly close to 3 meters in length of cable. I like that anyway. All right, while we're at it, I'm not going to connect this to the computer first, so we're just going to have a good sound of these because I hear a lot of them. So I'm just going to bring up my good old phone here, plug these babies in, and I will tell you straight off the bat how these will perform. I don't know. I'm just going to give you out-of-box experience, literally out-of-the-box experience. All right, so I'm going to fire off my music that I use to test all my laptops up. So I'll just quickly find that very now, which is, for those that don't know, or actually want to take a guess what I actually use for testing my sound, it's actually a band called Blackpink anyway. And let's see how that goes anyway. So I've got to turn this volume up. I've got it around about 70%, so far pretty loud. Oh yeah, they're pretty loud at the moment. So this song here from Blackpink is Do 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 Do, and it has a lot of bass here, so I'm probably shouting at the moment for what I'm trying to say, but I can definitely hear there's a bit of bass on this for sure. So I'm just going to be very quiet just to listen to how the separations of the sound here. There's a little bit of separation of sound, but it's not amazing. I can definitely tell that from all my other headphones. The bass is not amazing, I have to say, even though I think this has got some sort of independent driver there. It's got the bass is a very drowned out sound of bass at the moment. And I'm just going to get to the mid section here. I got to say, it's not it's actually not. I'm just going to bring this out. So, sorry. I'll just stop the music there. I'm going to have to say, now that I've listened and had a quick sound of just music itself, it's not a very separated, like, immersed sort of feel to it, for sure, these headphones here, compared to, like, I've had some Bose and some other Sennheisers and also AMP headphones and stuff like that. And those ones have a lot more very nice sort of in-depth sort of feel, and they really immerse you in. This one, not so much. I'm going to try one more other music which I use as well. And unfortunately, I don't think I've got it in my playlist here, which is a bit of a surprise because usually I use it for computers and stuff like that. And actually, what I might do is actually bring up a computer to actually bring this up. Anyway, so let me bring up a computer. I've got a computer running at the moment, so let's bring this computer up, which is it just so happens to be right behind me anyway. So I'm going to connect these up here, and I will give you a live. And the one I use is actually from a singer called D-Mash. He's got some insane vocals, and I actually use him also to actually test a lot of high end. He has such a very great, amazing range. And that song, which actually one of the ones I actually enjoy listening to, is called SOS. And that one there is probably one of the, I'll just type that in. Okay, so hopefully, yep, they're coming through here. So I'm just going to bring them up. I'm just going to fast forward a few seconds because I know where I actually have to listen to. Oh, they're very loud. That's pretty loud. I've got it around about 60%, and that's pretty loud. It's a lot more nicer, definitely, than what comes out of my iPhone for sure, anyway. So this song here is definitely much more clearer, I can definitely hear. And this one is actually a live performance, so it actually has crowd and the singer itself. Well, if you actually want to see what I'm actually, I'll see if I can bring it up in a way. So let's have a look. And I just want to bring it to the near the end because that's where and there's a high note coming on right now. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with what I said with what came out of my iPhone. Very similar as well. Quality of the sound, it's great. I'm not gonna say it's amazing. Definitely not amazing compared to a lot of the audio FX, more high end. This one here cost me about $200 Australian. I would probably suggest these sound quality of these ones here. From my own personal experience, sound quality wise, they're not bad, but I wouldn't be putting them up straight around about the $300 or $400 range. These will, sound quality wise, that's pretty much where it sits. Around about the $150 to about $200 range is what I feel straight off the bat from this anyway. And I'm not playing games anyway, so I'm just going to tell you from playing music itself. For me, the sound quality, it's a little bit muddled up. It's not a very separation there. It has very nice range. I can definitely hear that, but it's not. It doesn't give you that nice immersed feel to it. Maybe if I actually plug this 7.1 sound here, actually, let's go do it anyway. Let's try it out. I just want to see what the difference with this, if this would do anything different to it. So I'm just going to plug this in. I'm not going to install drivers for this thing. Let's just see how it goes. Hey, let's go blind into it. All right, I'll just give it a few seconds for it to actually set itself up anyway. So I can see on this button here, we've got the plus minus for sure. So we can actually control the plus minus. I've got I think there's a speech sort of thing here as well too. And then there's a gaming section here. So let's go, and then I can see on the side here, there's a mute microphone as well too. So I'm going to press this, wonder what that does anyway. So I have to read the manual about this anyway. So I'm just going to, and then there's a 7.1 button here as well. I'm taking this, I'm going to press it in a moment, okay? So let me chuck this back in. All right, and then, and that's also for comfort wise, they're not too bad. They're not seriously pushing in my front of my ears, but they a little bit are. Like there's a pressure point here, but they're not that bad. They're actually quite very soft. So I'm wondering how it will go over time. Say if I was playing a game for about 4 or 5 hours, that probably could over time be very tiresome is what I call it. And that's probably the reason why I like the earbuds sort of system there, so I don't have to worry about that pressure where the end right in front of where the jawline really is anyway. So I found these ones were really good for that. These Zik, they were great. They didn't actually give that jawline depression anyway. So anyway, let's just see how that's going. I'll just make sure that is coming out of that USB headphones. Let's just find if it does. It does. Okay, it's already got speakers, HyperX. So let's found that out. I'm going to bring it back to the same thing. Okay, so no difference there at the moment, but I'm going to press the 7.1. Oh, let's just go back one again. I've just pressed the 7.1, it's done. Okay, why? Let me just bring that down. When I pressed that 7.1, all I felt was it went louder. I didn't really feel those like really amazing, like, oh wow, there's a bit of a, I felt immersed in the feeling of this being inside the actual thing. No, I didn't feel that at all. And I'm probably, yes, I've got to play a movie to actually really bring out the 7.1, but for me, sound-wise, for music, and going to do a difference besides jack up the volume there. That was a bit funny anyway. Anyway, I'll see how we go with that. If you guys want me to do a follow-up video on this, just put a comment below. But if you enjoyed this video or find it informative, again, press a like for it just to support my channel. And if you haven't done already, subscribe to my channel by hitting that subscribe button on the bottom right of the screen. I do try to upload a new video every Tuesday. And just remember, imperfections in life makes it beautiful and interesting. I'll see you next video.